Hello, I'm Sadie Miller, and this is The Legend of the Travelling TARDIS.
Hello and welcome, fellow Whovians, to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I am your host, Paparazzo Dave Chapman. Welcome all. Thank you for watching us, not the Olympics. Although I think the Olympics are over for the night, there's still lots of coverage, so you could still be watching. My camera's a little off. There we go. You could still be watching, so I'm glad you're spending your time with us. We appreciate you. We've got a great show for you. Small group today. Hey, Ramona, welcome in. Good to see you again. Just looking at a message here. Yes, all right. All the fun, all the happiness. We are doing a great episode we're reviewing the episode 42, one of David Tennant's 10th Doctor outings, and things are the B plot is getting crazy. We're starting to wind up that B plot that we started last week. And it's going to explode into something very cool very soon. And I hope you're going to be here. But first, let me introduce you to our producer for this evening. Never mind, he's asleep. We'll just take him out. No, just kidding. Hello, Tom. Wake up, Tom. Wake up, Tom.
There's a B plot? Is that like the Killer Hornets or something like that?
I don't have my Apple Watch on. It's charging. So suddenly my phone's making noise that it doesn't usually make. That's what that beep up was.
Oh.
It was telling me something on Twitch. I don't care. But yes, welcome, Tom. How are you doing?
Dave. Hi, Dave. Hi, Ramona. Hi, Grego. Hi, Dan. Hi, Raj. Hello.
Hello.
It's your boy, Tasty Cake.
Woo!
Welcome to Spill the Geek to you.
That was a couple of days ago. We're not doing that. We had some of the same team, but it's Legend of the Traveling TARDIS today.
Oh, okay. I got to change the banners then.
Oh, you got the right banners up. You're good.
Okay.
Woo! Have you been watching the Olympics?
Oh, no, I don't do that. I didn't know the Olympics were on. I was just recording videos here and there.
That's fair. Let's see who else we got here. We got from Our Philosophy Is our good friend Sean. How you doing, Sean?
I'm doing fantastic. I walked outside today and the sun was up and I heard the lovely sound of snow going down the sewer drains outside, and I was thinking to myself, with me. Burn with me. I was talking to the snow when I said that. I'm in a good mood. Less snow. I also did not know the Olympics were on until a while ago. Didn't we have the Super Bowl this weekend as well?
Super Bowl was also this weekend. It was sports crazy weekend.
Philip DeFranco used to have this jersey that he would sell, and it just said "sports" with an exclamation point. And I really want to get that jersey because that's how I feel about sports. Sports.
Yep. I watch sports. I don't watch the Super Bowl, partly because I don't have cable. And it doesn't stream on anything easily, legally here.
Right.
I figure I'll watch the commercials I care about. I'll get to see later.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was probably a Marvel commercial. I don't know.
You guys watch the Super Bowl in Canada? I never really thought about that.
We do. It's our football doesn't end until November, so
Okay.
we got a much longer season.
But that was also Sunday when this all occurred, and I was doing Spill the Geek tea with Gadget. So and Alexa already said Seahawks were going to win, then forgot that she said it. So
The adorable puppies on Jimmy Fallon predicted the Patriots were going to win. They didn't. But with it, apparently
I saw Kimmel.
I
saw Kimmel talking about it. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah, no, there's been lots. It sounded like it was a good game. The halftime show is great. I've seen a bunch of footage of the halftime show. It was absolutely fabulous, record-breaking numbers.
Yeah.
So that's well deserved.
Bad Bunny.
A real life wedding. that wasn't a staged wedding on that halftime show. That was an actual wedding.
Oh, cool.
Kind of cool. They apparently they wanted him to come to his wedding. And he said, "Let me hold my beer. Hold my cerveza. You come to the Super Bowl and I'll marry and you'll get married there." Oh, okay.
Only a few people watching. It's no big deal.
No big deal. No big deal. But yeah, the Olympics are on. Have you been watching the Olympics at all?
Me? Anybody?
Yeah, you, Sean.
Oh, no. So I have like a Roku TV and I could watch those things, but I could also watch Doctor Who or Starfleet Academy. So I usually watch those things instead.
Fabulous. Love this week's Starfleet Academy. It was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
No, I watch sports about once every 4 years. I'll watch the Olympics because it's different sports. It's interesting sports. It's the stuff you don't normally get to see. It's not the mass market schlock. Yeah. So I watch the Olympics. I tune into CBC Gem, the Canadian Broadcasting Company's streaming platform. It's free, and they've got all the live coverage you could want, and then all the replays. So I've got my Quad Ball Team Canada jersey on today. Watched Canada lose to the U.S. in women's hockey. Boo.
Free television? I'm American. I don't know the meaning of those words.
Yeah. No, we do have it. It exists. It does have ads. It's free, but it's still free. And there's not a lot of ads. And they're streaming the television broadcast, so it's not even like ridiculously placed ads that are in the middle of a sentence kind of thing. But
yeah,
that's not what we're here for. We're not here. Echo upstairs is hearing me and talking. My roommate's not home yet. Anyways, we are here to talk about 42. The 42. The best number ever.
It is.
It's the meaning of life. There, yeah. I did not see this message from Timescales. I'm not until I said it just as he brought it up. It is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. 42.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't believe me, you're asking the wrong questions.
The question is, what is 6 times 6?
I don't know. Was it 42? I don't know. I don't do math. Purple because aliens don't wear hats.
Quick maths.
All right, and we got some great comments in there. Super Bowl traffic was heinous. I believe that. Raj prefers the Summer Olympics. I'm Canada. Of course, I prefer the Winter Olympics. It's going to be interesting to see what that is. McDonald's sauce packages in Canada show the country of origin? I don't know off the top of my head. We definitely don't always have the same sauces as in the States, and we actually have physically different nuggets. But
so that's something for Sunday's show.
Yeah, exactly. That's something for Sunday's show. The George Clooney Super Bowl commercial is here on YouTube. Yeah, no, there's definitely, like I said, those commercials are all there. Where's Gadgets? Who knew news? Ramona's asking. That's a good question. I'm just kind of rambling a bit, and because I can. It's one of those days. We've got a small panel today. It's just the three of us, and of course our wonderful friend Gadget, who's going to come in right now. Let's go to the Who Knew News. We don't have a lot, so Tom, if you want to hit that theme. Hey, Gadget. Sorry for rambling.
No, rambling is good. I've been considered a motor mouth since I was little and everything. But I forgot to show you guys something since you brought it up. New York Comic Con had done this.
Ooh.
I have my
Nice.
cadet badge. My pin is somewhere in a bag over here because I was going to do an unboxing and everything of everything I got from the convention, but there's that. But at the same time, I'm also a demon hunter. K-pop demon.
You're all the things.
Yeah. And all that. But like there's no birthdays today, but I am going to wish, if we don't know of any, but there might be some, anybody who is having a happy birthday and everything, I hope you enjoy it today. And as it gets closer to the year of the horse, I hope the money and prosperity come too. And everything, because it's supposed to be a lunar eclipse as well as the Lunar New Year or solar eclipse at the same time. So it's going to be a cosmic day coming up. And I think it's on the Tuesday we're actually taping, right? And everything.
Yep.
Stuff. Yeah. So we'll be welcoming the year of the horse and everything. And I think I had a horse around here somewhere. I think it's a reindeer though. Anything. But the news we have today is very little and everything. Especially when it's the same old thing again, over and over. There's rumors, there's everything. Guys, ignore them and everything. We're just going to talk about how Christopher Eccleston is a little upset with the education system right now, as the same old story, too, is coming out where the arts are being diminished. It's not being really offered anymore. It's being discouraged. It's totally different from when he was in drama school and stuff, that the working class kids don't get to experience all this because everybody's, let's go more heavy on like technology and all this other stuff. But we need arts. We need to expand our imaginations. We need to grow with that. And it should be back in the schools. It should be brought up. But there's such a deterioration and dwindling of kids entering drama. It's hard to say what it's going to be like in the future and everything. But I would say fight for it right now, because without creativity and imagination, we wouldn't have shows like Doctor Who and everything and stuff like that, because it took one imaginary thought to put pen to paper and we got a show that lasted over 60 years, Yeah. And a bunch of cool people who took drama and are now like your favorite doctor and everything. And speaking of,
hi.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and our host, who is also a theater kid, I'm gonna call him and everything. Mm-hmm. Is going to be coming up with some things. You're going to tell everybody on Spill the Geek Tea, right? What's coming up for you and everything? Because I think a lot of people up there might want to see you or visit.
Oh, for quad ball.
Anything that's coming up for you or anything.
Everything.
Yeah, quad ball nationals coming up next month, so they'll be out in Ontario. But we'll talk about that on Spill the Geek Tea for sure.
Yep, and definitely now also, if you're still a fan of Doctor Who new season and everything, how Jo Martin and everything is now being honored with the British Urban Film Festival, or they're calling it BUFF, has announced that she'll receive an honorary award for her outstanding contribution to film and television at the 2026 ceremony, as well as she'll be up there with recipients including Ama Ashanti, Angela Griffin, Ashley Waters, and last year's honoree Femi. I feel so bad about this name. Oyenriran. Oyenrini. Something like, I'm so sorry and everything. But I would check that out if whatever station is airing that, or if you can catch it online. But I'm very sad Christian's not here, because I found this last minute, and I have the links to Ticketmaster as well as Jambase if anybody wants to review about it. Peter Capaldi is going on tour, and he's taking his band and he's going all across the UK. His first concert event is just irony for me. It will be in Newcastle upon Tyne in United Kingdom. And if you want, it starts from $47 and up, depending on what seats you're getting. Dice is giving, you can order from their official seller. Eventim UK is official seller. Universe is official seller. But there's also Ticketmaster UK as well as, like I said, check out Jambase. They're probably going to tell you like where all his concert dates and tour dates, if you're a fan of our favorite doctor who didn't give a care about anything and wanted just to have fun.
Of course, it's Peter Capaldi.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The best.
All right.
Sorry.
That would be sad about Peter Capaldi.
Mm-hmm. But otherwise, that's mostly the news we had today, because like I said, I have some ins and everything, and everybody's trying to figure out with this wilderness, but be patient, people, because we're going to get a lot of things, like especially when it was going into from when Disney took it and everything. We were getting so many ideas of who's going to be the next Doctor, who's going to be this, who's going to be that, you know?
Yeah.
But also wanted to bring out a blast from the past because it might relate to what we're talking about tonight. Yeah, there's a company that used to be, it even has the bleep bleep thing on it.
Beep, beep.
Yep. So think about this when you're watching 42, because I don't know, 73 yards also seems interesting too.
Yeah.
So that's it for the news. Unless you guys have something you guys cooked up or anything that you got coming, like megacons or anything like that, or
We'll look at those at the end of the show.
okay.
Yeah.
There's no news.
There's no news. We're in the wilderness, guys. Just start putting your logs down, campfire, pitch a tent, or whatever you guys call it, and just grab your Big Finish audio dramas, because they'll be releasing something soon.
Oh, yeah, there's news. They've just signed a new deal for the next decade.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But there is something that's going to be dropping really, really soon. So I hope you guys pick up the copy.
They've always got something dropping. But yeah, they just signed a new deal with the BBC to keep Big Finish audio going.
Yep.
In Doctor Who for the next decades. So
that was the only other thing that was coming up. I wanted to save that for like maybe next week if we didn't, but I wanted to wait till something dropped because they already had given us over for Sarah Jane the whole Big Finish. You could have listened to it for half price and everything for her birthday and stuff. So for Liz's birthday. But there's something big coming, and they're also remember all the doctors and everything. There's going to be something special.
Excellent. All right, we'll hit that button, Tom, and let's officially end the news.
Okay.
Yeah. How many still have one of these that actually say Nextel?
Not
I do not.
Yeah, this thing, I use it as a prop whenever I get called for like period pieces. Because like, you got anything from the 90s, the 2000s? And I'm like, got that. Oh my God, you have the one with the screen on top.
It's the new one from AT&T for those that don't have smartphones like me. So I just keep my flip phone until I switch over to that
demon of a thing.
No, dear.
Yeah,
Consumer Cellular, because they got that whole, my deal.
Yeah.
So
or AARP that you get cheaper.
Gotcha.
So
I'm a few months away. I am a few months away.
Woman.
People don't realize how old I am. They don't realize I got a few months to go. My parents even forgot.
Yes, you do qualify.
Yeah, thank you. I don't want to admit, but I do qualify. I want discounts now. I'm tired.
Yeah. All right.
But
so
this 42.
42. Let's start with you, Gadget. So what was your rating for 42?
Well, my problem was when they were showing Tennant's era, it was on Sci-Fi or it was on Disney XD. So they never showed this one. And I was shocked because I had to watch it. This is the first time I watched it and everything.
Oh, wow.
And it basically reminded me of Rose on the Ship, where they got sucked out with the black hole with the devil and everything. It just reminded me of that. It reminded me of a future episode. It reminded me of something that happened with Nashuti and what's her name on the ship with from Diamond and everything. Like, it gave me that impression that it was about a 7, maybe an 8, but to me it was like maybe that's the turning point when we were going south, because with Martha and everything, because now their relationship was getting teeter-tottered and everything, Right. So I was giving it a 7, 8, but I was watching, I was like, it moved. Basically, it didn't stall. Like when you watch some episodes, they stall and everything and they drag. This one didn't drag. So that's what I'm saying. It was interesting to me that I would give it a 7, 8 because it's the first time I've ever seen it and everything.
That's cool. Sean, what about you?
5.5.
5.5. Ooh, Okay.
Bum, 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 bum.
And Tom, what about you?
Wow. Mine's higher then. Mine was like I keep talking about it for the past couple days. I'm gonna still stick with a 9.
Ooh.
All right.
There,
That's
I put it in the
fair.
private chat, so we're not touching the notes. The notes
Everything's
stay where they
all-
are. It's in the private
Yes,
chat.
I did not delete the notes section. I just added it below. I should have noticed that what I was deleting last week. It was that, or put it in private chat, and that doesn't need. Oh, there you put it in private chat. There we go. But yeah, I did not erase things this time. Sorry, Christian. Throw everything off. I'm a terrible human being. All right, so let's start with Sean. Sean, what
Yes.
you gave it a whopping 5.5.
Yes.
What didn't work for you? What worked? Why only 5.5?
Well, I gotta tell you, I am a little biased, probably, because unfortunately, I knew going into this that there was a certain gentleman who wrote this story, and that may have colored a little bit of what I thought about it. This story was written by Chris Chibnall.
Mm-hmm.
You guys may have heard that name.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's so funny to think back. When Chris Chibnall was first announced as the showrunner, the memes that were there, because we didn't know what he was going to do, it was like, yeah, I bet every episode's going to have a countdown. Because before that time, that was kind of his thing. You had this, and then you had, Invasion of the Very Small Cubes. That's a new one, right? You had that with the Power of Three is what it was called, right? With the cubes, the little black cubes that counted down. But one thing I noticed, again, I know this is not fair, okay? I know I'm reviewing stuff that came later, but I want to be honest about my mindset.
All right.
Because when I was watching Doctor Who Flux, when that was airing, Doctor Who Series 13, my biggest problem with that season was that I felt like every episode was the equivalent of playing laser tag for the first time, and then you walk into the arena and everyone's just firing at you and you don't even know what's going on. It's like we don't have time to stop for anything. It's like, this is happening, no, this is happening, no, this person here, now we got to start this plot, this thing is a backstory, this character, remember him, okay, moving on. No. It was just one thing, and it's just like, people say, I saw this video essay also about Michael Bay's Transformer movies. And the reason why people don't remember the Transformers films when they watch them is because there's so much action and so little downtime that it's like your brain doesn't process what's going on. And I think that was true of Doctor Who Flux as well. And I think that's true of the episode 42. I think there's a reason, besides the aesthetics, I think there's a reason why people get 42 mixed up with the Satan Pit. Because, Gadget, you talked about that. I've gotten this mixed up with the Satan Pit. No one really remembers what happens in 42. Because it's just boom, boom, boom. If you're thrown into the action right off the bat, you don't get much breathing time. And the central idea is cool, but I feel like I don't know any of these characters by the end. I know that the first victim, I know Patient Zero, and the lady, I know they were married, and I know that one lady got turned into a crisp, and I know that one guy thought Martha was cute. But other than that, I don't feel like I know any of these characters. The best thing I can say about the episode is I think there was some good characterization with Martha and her mom in this episode. Those 3 phone calls all accomplished something different. The first one was just kind of like, I think, was the first call the one where she asked about the Beatles, or was that the second one? I don't remember.
First one.
Yeah, so she was just asking about that, and then she had to talk to her again when she was in when she was jettisoned in the space pod, and then she talked to her again toward the end of the episode. But you've got this episode where you've got this sentient son, and
spoilers. I mean, you're allowed to give spoilers, but just spoilers. We didn't put a spoiler warning up.
Spoiler warning for the spoiler I just gave. Spoilers. And it's like infecting people on this ship, and they have to answer these questions. I don't know about you guys. I just feel like I hardly have any time to focus on the question thing where they're trying to get through the doors. That seems like a cool video game idea that they really didn't explore much. And I don't feel like there's a lot of emotional appeal in the episode either. You even watch the doctor screaming, which he does for 2 episodes in a row, by the way, because the next episode is the one with the fob watch. So you just watch him doing all this stuff, and it's like, I should be feeling so bad for you right now. And it's kind of hard to watch him do that, but it's like Martha and the doctor didn't get to have like a deep conversation first, like, I'm going to do this and I might die, but you have to keep, and it'll be okay. We didn't really get anything like that even. It was just like, quick, get me into the thing so I can stop the other thing. And I think the only good moments are where we get Martha talking to her mom, and then it's funny because one of the most iconic moments from the Martha Jones era is still in this episode, so it's kind of all over the place, but that moment where she gets jettisoned from the station and the doctor saying, I'll save you, and he's just mouthing the words, and the episode stops. It's great. It's a great moment. It's like we get 2 little moments in this episode where it slows down, and then of course when the enemy is defeated at the end. So I might be contradicting myself a little bit by saying that it didn't really slow down. I think it shows, if anything, it just shows the contrast. When it does slow down, it shows how good the entire episode could have been, I think. But ultimately, I do kind of feel like this is a worse version of The Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit. It almost could have been 2 episodes. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I think this could have been 2 episodes. It's just, I don't know. It feels a little half-baked. The doctor's great, of course. The music is great. Martha, I really enjoyed this episode. I still really like what's going on with her family. It's a great setup for Harold Saxon. Spoiler alert, won't talk about what that's going to lead to, but yeah, I think it's just kind of forgettable. No disrespect to the writers, and maybe I'm a little bit biased because I wasn't the biggest fan of the Chibnall era. Again, no disrespect to Chris Chibnall. I'm glad he did his own thing, but I could have used a little bit more of a slowdown and less of a countdown.
Okay. No, that's completely valid.
Thank you.
It is definitely a fast-paced episode. I'm just going in to see if I can figure out how many episodes there is until the you're not gonna let me do it from this app. Till Harold Saxon pays off. I don't remember. Well, I'll have to look it up for next review. That's okay.
Well, if the next one is Human Nature and Family of Blood, then now the third one will be with Saxon.
Okay, there we go. So we got 2 more, little bit more time before it pays off, but not much.
And Utopia, right? Utopia is after the Family of Blood and Human Nature.
Oh, you're right. Utopia. Well, no. Yes, Utopia, because that's the introduction of the pasta. So we do have the 2, and then Jack.
Always meeting the master out of order.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, Gadget, you gave it a 7, 8.
Yeah.
You gave us some of your reasons, but what? Oh, wait. Before we'll come back to you after we go to commercials.
Mm-hmm.
We'll run our. Tommy, you gonna run our commercials?
Yeah, I just had to find where it is anymore. I think overlay.
But you can't run my commercial. I know you guys spotted that one that we were working on.
Yeah. They're up near the top. Yeah.
Oh yeah, with it changed. Okay, there it is. Found it. Okay, peoples, we'll be back soon. Let's start running commercials.
I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now unread, because you've already said those words that switch my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused on sewing clothes. The spell stays unspoken, a dark silhouette of a marked man and broken. Right down, I didn't listen to that voicemail, or TikTok that story you sent. Don't you reel me in.
Are you tired of toxic fandoms? Do you wish we could go back to being happy? So do we. We created the Happiness Patrol to get away from all of the toxicity in fandoms, in life. And so we decided we wanted to do a show, but something that makes us happy. And in the first season, that something is Star Wars. So join myself, Cameron, Scott, Jessica, and Melanie on Happiness Patrol at youtube.com/@happinesspatrolshow.
I'm author Mark Muncy.
And I'm author Erica Lance.
And this is Eerie Travels.
Greetings, travelers. Join us as we travel through folklore, myths, monsters, legends, and dark history.
Now, we'll be your guide to the spooky side of reality as we discuss cryptids, paranormal, and all things preternatural.
Sometimes we find the truth is way scarier than fiction.
We're on twice a week on your favorite podcast platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube.
We have amazing guests from all of the areas of the strange and unusual, including witnesses, investigators, and more.
Now, with Erica's curiosity and ridiculous array of pop culture and true crime knowledge.
And Mark's decades of experience diving into folklore and the legends with the truth that's behind them.
Yeah, so join us, travelers, as we take you to the edge of reality, and we'll see you on the other side.
So what's your favorite Western? Is it this one or maybe one of these? Is it a revisionist Western, an anti-Western, or maybe it's an all-time classic? Whether your favorite Western is in black and white, vibrant Technicolor, a spaghetti Western, a neo-Western, a comedy, or maybe it's only really Western in spirit. Whatever it is, this is the podcast dedicated to determining the top 100 Westerns of all time. Every second Monday on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. It's Horses on Film.
Hey, I'm Sophia Miles, and this is The Legend of the Travelling TARDIS.
Run Sophie 2.
Spoilers! This is Sophie Aldred with The Legend of the Travelling TARDIS.
There, now we've reminded that we will have spoilers here in our review of 42. Welcome back, everybody. Spoilers, maybe. Allegedly. Probably. Hashtag probably.
No, we have allegedly already in the bank. We already have.
Yes. And Dan says, my favorite advert. Which one? I didn't see when that came through. I'm hoping it was the Happiness Patrol ad. That was your favorite. Probably wasn't. It's probably Kitchen Killers.
Yeah, yours. It was.
Roger's favorite Western: the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. Interesting. That I assume that's not the regular good, the bad, and the ugly.
It's the Final Cut version.
The good, the bad, and the weird is on the 100 best westerns list from IndieWire. That'll come up at some point on Horses on Film. Also coming up on Horses on Film eventually, Mark Muncy will be a guest. Speaking of wonderful people from the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, he's on for the Hell's Heroes episode. It comes out in a couple of months. So, yay. Ramona reminds you, beware of con crud. Wash your hooves. Yes.
Con crud. Ugh.
That's why I'm wearing a mask.
That's why a lot of us are immune to certain things, because we have con crud. We've caught it.
I've heard of con funk. I've never heard of con crud.
Same idea. A little more viral. Usually but yeah. So yes.
You had to put that up, did you?
Yep. We got go ahead, Gadget.
Yeah.
Tell us what that is real quick, and then we can go to your
Well, this was a surprise to me by one of our little cohorts over here and everything, because he got mad about how people treated me and stuff. So, and I can't find work for over a year and a half now because of the way this job market with alleged AI is being taking over everything. So I need to pay bills and stuff, and the books aren't selling. So we were trying to promote the books. We're trying to promote everything, and he figured, why not try this? And it is a new beginning for me after what they did to me and stuff. It was a blessing in disguise, I should say. But if you guys want to donate, just click the link and everything. It's going to help me pay some bills so I can get back into this apartment faster and not have to depend on my parents for things and stuff and all that, especially the way we'll talk about on other shows why I really want to be back in here. Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So, Gadget, you gave this a 7-8. You gave us a few of the reasons. What else?
Well, the reason was because it's the first time I've seen it, so I have nothing like, you know, the other ones I can compare and then lower or raise the thing depending on, because it was back in when the era of the lovely flip phone and everything, you know what I mean? Versus 20 years later or 10 years later, you know, stuff like that and everything. But to me, when it started, I was like, oh, he's doing the same thing he did for everybody else. We're going to get the phone changed so that we can have roaming, we can have whatever. And I thought it was going to be like a fun episode. And then all of a sudden, he's like, because he's jumping on the thing. What'd you do?
I'm just looking for your stuff on the other thing. Keep going.
Okay. And basically, yeah, this is, I swear, the full moon is coming soon. So basically, it was like, and then all of a sudden, they get into the ship, and I'm like, oh, do we have another what was it, the devil and everything and stuff like that? Because now it's another ship that's like either overheating or messed up and everything, like you're landing in these things. And I'm like, great and stuff. So let me see where this goes. And they come out and everybody's screaming, close the door. And I'm like, okay. So that I was thinking, what, an alien's running through the ship? What's going on and everything? And it was just a little slow in the beginning because you're seeing some characters that might reoccur or reappear in later Doctor Who episodes and everything. And then you get to the point where it's like you get the how do I put it, like the alien inside the alien or whatever it is and stuff. And I see the MRI. I was like, okay, so it's one of those where instead of a devil possessing them, it's now a son, spoiler, heart that is possessing them, because the way he said it was they scooped out its heart and everything, because they never checked if it was, because what they were doing was illegal. They were harvesting without, you know, checking before anything. And it, like he said, it wasn't outlawed yet. It wasn't. So I thought, okay, something's up. Somebody's hiding something and all that. I mostly gave it 7s and 8s because I was laughing at some of the bad acting that was in it and everything. Especially where he's like, freeze me up, or it's gonna eat me alive, or I'm gonna turn into a regeneration, and she's like, shut up and everything. That's why I was laughing at some of the scenes in the pictures where she's like playing with the joysticks, and it's the same MRI they had in the first episode, and it's just painted red, all the other things. And then I was just watching how towards the end and everything, like she was valuing her stint with her mother, but then her mom was being two-faced sneaky with Saxon's crew and everything and stuff, and they confiscated the phones, they whatever, and all this things. And I'm like, who's really on her side and stuff? And that's short of love at first sight budding relationship thing was just that knocked it down a bit, because yeah, in a time when you're almost gonna die, yeah, you're gonna, you know, and stuff like that. But I also think that's what made him upset in the TARDIS when he was giving her the key, because you don't when someone gets burned, you don't do what you did and then go back in the TARDIS and say, well done, nice job, you know, type of thing to the person, and then go in and say, we didn't need you. And then he's looking at her like, shut up. Like, really? You did that? Maybe if she didn't do that, maybe they would have traveled more, because maybe that was his saying, like, oh, she's not into me, you know, and all this stuff and everything, that she can just do that right when, you know, and stuff like that. So that's what I was wondering about, that if that was what made the turning point for both of them, why she would leave, and because she had no feelings for him, but he already had turned off his feelings completely again and stuff. But he did trust her with the key to the TARDIS, and he does that when he thinks there's potential and everything, or he's trying to make amends and say, I'm sorry, you know. So, but otherwise, it was just a reminder of what was the one from with Rose, the devil, and everything and stuff like that, possessing them. This time it's a son possessing them that they're going to burn. He looked like Cyclops from X-Men and everything when he opened his eyes and all that. And you can see the contacts they put in and stuff. But otherwise, it did move good. Like, it was a good story, but I think it was just a combo of things that we had in the past and then what we're going to see in the future. It was like a filler episode to me. But like I said, it's the first time I've seen it. Make sense?
There we go. There we go. Somehow we got removed from the stage.
Really?
How did that happen?
That explains a lot. I have no
really?
idea. I didn't even notice it until we tried to unsolo Gadget.
Yeah.
And I just kind of moved her a bit. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
Oh,
but no, we're back. Sorry about that. Slight technical difficulties.
Did you get the review though?
Wait, you were fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were fine. It was the other three of us.
How are you glitching? That's what I'm saying. How are you glitching?
Well, Gadget, I asked you. I don't know if you heard, but I said, was it like getting a brand new David Tennant episode for you?
No, it was just basically the same writing. It was basically him like rehashing like maybe part 3 of the planet thing and stuff, Diamond and stuff. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
You remind me to give you a TARDIS key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Rose. Good to see you. Wouldn't it be great if Big Finish and the Doctor Who TV episodes were exactly the same? It would be interesting. If it would certainly.
Now, see, yeah. Okay, yeah, go, Dave, because that's what I was thinking about this too. Why this felt to me like it was a Big Finish CD.
And can I ask what you mean by that? By the way, whoever left, I didn't see who said that, but can I also ask what you meant by that? Sorry, Dave, I just wanted to.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that was Rose Kirby gave that comment. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rose, please, but I think she meant if there was an audio version and a TV version of the same story.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like we get novelizations of the TV episodes. This would be an audio version of the episodes, and I can see this being very Big Finishy.
That was what was throwing me. Maybe that's what it was, because listening to all the Big Finish you guys make me listen to, I had it on the background too as I was doing stuff, and I'm like, it flowed like a CD would. It flowed like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But also, in turn, when some of the novelizations came out, like the missing episodes for Colin, they ended up being Big Finish. So that's first a show, then novelization, because it was not on the show became Big Finish. So would they combine a show and Big Finish? I think it's 2 different contracts. All
yes, it is definitely different licensing and different.
But I still consider this a filler episode. Like it's a jumping off episode, because you had to go from when they were traveling with that, then the guy trying to whatever he did to himself in the last episode and everything, trying to make himself young, and then this is the breaking point between, and you get to Saxton and everything. You start bringing in all the other stuff.
Right. Dave, that's kind of what you said is kind of like High School Musical, like the series, the movie, the game, or whatever it was, where they had that like different versions.
Yeah, there's different versions of the same thing. Yeah, a little bit.
We kind of had something like that with, speaking of Big Finish and the series, we had something kind of like that with Shada, because we had the 4th Doctor episode Shada, which wasn't finished and then was finished much later, and then there's also an 8th Doctor version of Shada in Big Finish as well. So we have had the same story in Big Finish and the series, but probably not
in the same way.
Yeah.
And he has the 8th Doctor one up there on the screen.
Nice.
There's my camera.
Yeah, and there's definitely been unfinished scripts that have been redone, as Big Finish and rewritten, and story pitches that have been found that have been turned into Big Finishes. So there's definitely, I mean, the 2 are very intrinsically linked. Technically, Big Finish is not canon,
right?
But at the same time, when we had the Night of the Doctor, the 8th Doctor did talk about his Big Finish companions.
He did, yeah.
So it's sort of canon.
Yeah, it kind of, there are things that kind of get mentioned. It's kind of like when you watch, I mean, there are some shows that also have an animated show that was a spin-off, but then they'll drop something in from the animated show. And Gadget earlier was talking about the Big Finish getting renewed for 10 years. And it's interesting because it's like that got renewed for 10 years. And when I think about how that relates to the show, for us watching the show, it's like you get an episode and you don't know after that. It's like, wouldn't that be great if they were just like 10-year deal for the show? Hot diggity dog, you know. But
I mean, the big difference is too, you're looking at all of the doctors at that point. A 10-year deal, not, you know, one doctor with $1 million an episode or whatever it is. Probably more than that. Budget, right? These are fairly quick, self-contained, low budget, and gives us but they recognize that Big Finish is important because you can bring back the fourth Doctor, the eighth Doctor. There's a big
and didn't Tennant also do the voice of the fourth Doctor one time, or was it another Doctor he did?
I think it was I don't remember him doing another Doctor. I could be wrong. I mean, there's also direct BBC audio productions, which I don't expect that we will see a lot of any in the future because, well, they've shopped it out to Big Finish because Big Finish specializes in that, and that's a budget line item they don't need to worry about now.
If you guys are interested, you could always go on YouTube. There are some animations of Big Finish audio. You need the audio on your own, but you can go. You know, if they would animate the show too, like if they would have animated episodes, they could do any.
Well, that's what the CB baby things will be soon.
Yeah. That's what I want. Big Finish audio of the CB
with Dugadoos.
Dugadoos, yes. Dugadoos. Wait. We can do this. We just have to hit the right button.
Oh, that's right.
And we go down here. And we go like this.
We can do this.
Did he actually? Oh no, he didn't. There it is.
Where?
Ready? Ready?
Music.
Yeah.
Look at Tom. He's like.
Dancing, you guys. Dancing.
There you go, Ramona.
All right.
Hey, why'd you stop it?
Copyright strike.
Oh, yeah, you got to be under a minute.
I wanted to listen to the whole thing 5 times. Come on.
Well, I mean, we can do that, but I think that eventually YouTube will.
We have to get a written permission.
I think if you play that 5 times, I think Russell T. Davis himself will kick in my door. So.
No, Murray Gold.
Yeah, Murray Gold.
Oh yeah, Ramona, it's Dugadoo time.
What
it is actually time for is Tom.
Yeah, sorry, Tom.
And Tom's no, that's okay. We've been going off topic, so that's okay. We're not going too far off topic.
No,
we're not going all the way out. But Tom, you gave this a 9. Why did?
Maybe I'll give it a 6-7.
6-7.
Not a 6-9.
Nice.
I'm not innocent. I keep telling people that.
So Tom, what kept it from being a 10? What gave it up to a 9?
Keeping in line with Big Finish, I love this anniversary episode more so the light at the end. I did cover all 8 Doctors, but we still love the 50th anniversary. But that one was as an alternative anniversary episode. Oh, so. Dugadoo. So, where's the picture? I don't even know where the pictures are. Okay, let me put them out there. So, why? Because I was waiting.
Right now, after hearing Dugadoo.
It was so good.
Because I was waiting for the next episodes we'll do Human Nature and Family of Blood. So that is a top ranking for me. For me to figure out again, what was this thing about? 42? I didn't remember it, but it was so fast paced, and it's like to get me out of my little it was okay, just running it through very fast. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, okay, now I remember what's going on here. Very Michael Myers situation. She gets to smooch someone. He's happy about that.
Yeah, his mouth was always open in this episode.
So it was fast paced. It was getting show over with. The universal roaming, which I wish I had in my flip phone. Where is it? Inside. There it is. I can do. So yes, it was rehash of everything, but I watch shows like that constantly and always rehash storylines. So fast paced, the exposition and 11 with Martha and her mom. So it's important that throw in a little bit of pacing there, but running through who had the most singles? Was it Elvis or was it the Beatles? It was Elvis. I couldn't remember either. So it's hilarious. It made sense. Elvis did have a lot more songs than the Beatles. So for me, it was a fun episode. Very. Where's the picture? Oh, Michael Myers right there. This reminds me of Halloween Water.
I was thinking Johnny's here.
If you smash through it, but just the whole image of when Michael sees Laurie and goes through that the mirror like that, that the glass, which also reminisces later on when we have the future episode with the return of Donna. But that was hilarious. When the doctor tried to say, "I will save you." What?
Yeah.
So he does it again with Donna, and I was like, "What?" But that was for pure comedy because they're both fantastic comedians. But this, yeah, it's like, you don't have the Michael Myers thing. But that's what freaked me out there. And then "You Will Burn." Like, yeah. Oh! So I try to get more pictures on here, but we have a limit. We got burned. There's a limit of so many things. That's why I couldn't put any commercials. And I thought I had Gadgets commercial on this StreamYard, which I don't. I have it on the other StreamYard. But we got all our pictures. I did it again, didn't I? Okay. Hello,
hey,
Billy.
Billy. Welcome in.
The teasers, of course, which we'll find out soon. I was like, Jesus Christ. Talk about, no. Let's say, why do I want to say Spinal Tap? I want to say, what's the other word for Alexa? I kept saying,
Wiretap.
Wiretap, thank you. Hey, Wiretap, what's the recipe for an apple pie? That was a bad joke. Oh, you didn't like my joke? Well, take that.
Pew pew.
Something for fast.
That's what happens when you get too close to a sun.
Might as well be walking on the sun. Dun, 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 dun. So again, for the show itself, I had fun with it. It was just getting through there. The horror was there. It was like the blaming and the captain finally getting her comeuppance, which, like you said, it would take too long to take care of things. It would do all the things. So she thought it was, well, that's what happens in all horror movies. They didn't check it out. They automatically assume things would be right, but essentially it was not her fault. It was a corporation. He told her to do this. She lost her husband, lost her crew, so the only thing she can do is redeem herself and
take a dance with him outside.
Yeah, dance with me. I want to be your partner in the sun. I like the idea when the 10th Doctor was reaching out and trying to say, "I can't reach it." It's like, you have to. So he's like, to save Martha, he has to do it. Like, pulls the lever, fixes everything, and then absorbs the creatures of the sun. Explains everything. So, again, we're watching this. It's like 18 parts on YouTube with some commercials. But as a reminder of what it was, it was the meaning of life. You do things like this, things are going to happen. You're going to have problems along the way. You have to redeem yourself. And that's pretty much the meaning of life. It's all fitting there to see Chris Chibnall say, okay, he did something just like this, so exciting and makes you think of, I love Jodie. I love her tremendously. But yeah, again, when we ever in time, we will get to it again.
At least there wasn't a frog.
But again, we saw with Moffat, we saw, okay, potential here. That's why we named showrunner. And then with Chris, we saw potential here, named showrunner. Then we saw it at RTD2 and
Just a different number in a different episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That's so again. So I'll keep it high. I kept it high because it was just that fast-paced horror movie kind of thing going on. But I will essentially go down to an 8. Very
Universal.
symbolic.
Still good.
Universal. Yeah.
Yes,
So
very
it
good.
looks much better than a 9. 69
really-
is always the best.
It's really interesting that you kept your score high and you gave it like a high score for like the same reasons I gave it a low score. I think that's just like really.
And also for me to go last, because I this time I knew how I felt about this episode. Everyone has what they're saying, but for me it was boom. I liked it. I was on a Pringles high. I think I was eating the pizza Pringles at the time, going, oh, that salt intake. So I was
nice.
Absorbed into this episode. Like, these things happening and waiting for Human Nature and Family of Blood, which again, those are the top scores for me for this. Utopia, it does drop a bit because I just love Human Nature, and I even had a dream with that, so it's kind of bizarro too.
Yeah.
Wow,
Right.
we're under an hour because we had no one else that wanted to freaking come in the show,
And no birthdays.
and no birthdays.
What is it with Russell T Davis and like women getting sucked out of spacecrafts? I just realized that we had that, we had Linda with a Y, we have Midnight.
Gee, I wonder.
I just realized that like in this era, people just keep getting sucked out of spacecrafts, and it's all been like women. It's very interesting. It's not all been, but it's just like I don't know.
No, not all.
But it is very interesting. And then
Let's call him Freud for this one. That was
well, Stephen Moffat wanted to make up for it because during the Mummy on the Orient Express, just like everyone just got depressurized in that episode.
Yeah.
No, and then you got even with the Interstellar Song Contest where everybody froze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna equalize the gender of the people getting sucked out of the spacecraft by like equalizing the air pressure.
Yeah. It's like Anakin Skywalker did bring balance to the Force. He just did it by killing all the Jedi.
Yeah, exactly.
Still
We're
works.
supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
that's Skywalker.
That's how balance works.
There's
Rose
too
Kirby
many.
asked, so we'll hear if any of us have listened to Doctor Who sings. I certainly haven't.
Doctor Who sings? What's that?
I don't know.
Wait, is that the? I know there's something, but
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard the name before, but
Yeah.
possibly from Rose, but I certainly haven't actually seen it here. Time Scales gives a few randoms completely separately. Gave a couple of probably because me and Tom were singing.
Oh, really?
I'm walking.
There we go. There are some YouTube videos of David Tennant singing with Timothy Dalton and John Sims. Rose.
Is it the Rickroll thing?
No. David's favorite song is "I would walk 1,100 miles, and I would walk 100. I would walk 500 miles." From the Twin Brothers. So that was his favorite song. So yes, the Doctor does sing.
Yeah, I've definitely seen the Doctors singing. I don't know if there was anything.
No, I just Googled it and it says the
it's
Doctor
John.
sings Bohemian Rhapsody redo. Doctor sings Never Gonna Give You Up. Take Me On.
All the good
Yeah.
ones. All the
Oh,
good ones.
yeah. Wait, is there another one? Nope. Those are the only. And Time Warp.
Yeah, I was literally just about to ask you guys if you'd seen Time Warp. That's one of my favorite Doctor Who videos ever.
No, I haven't seen that version of it. No.
There's a lot of Doctor Who parodies for songs.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Would you guys support a musical episode of Doctor Who? I don't
think we
count
have
the
any
one
on
with.
here.
I don't count the one with Abbey Road, just because that wasn't really a musical episode. It was just kind of an episode with a lot of kind of music. But like a full like musical, would you guys support something like that?
Wasn't there a Doctor Who musical?
I think there actually was.
I know there's not been one in the show though, right?
No, not in the not. There's never been a proper Doctor Who musical episode. No.
I'm sure there's been something like that. I don't.
Yeah,
I didn't
there
think that-
was the Devil's Chord, which was very music facing, and then he sung a bit in Church on Ruby Road. There was there was never a proper musical episode.
By the way, guys, that's the moment where I think that's probably my most laugh out loud moment in Doctor Who, was when they went into that studio in the Devil's Chord and the Beatles start and they're like, "I've got a dog, he's called Fred," and like just seeing Shooty's face just sag.
Yeah.
Like, oh no! Like what's happened to time?
What's happened to music? I agree. It was a great episode.
I'm trying to see what I have here on music, but I only have the theme Electric Club Remix.
How about Dr. Distress?
Oh my God.
I think I have that on my phone.
He does sing. Supposedly, Colin does sing in the background because we see Nicholas sing and see the doctor. So that would technically be it, because John spoken word.
Yeah,
for Doctor Who,
and there was a Sixth Doctor Big Finish musical.
Yes, the one with the pirates.
Yeah, with the pirates.
Yeah.
Yes, we did that episode.
Yeah, we covered that.
That was so silly. It kind of reminded me of, I don't know if you guys have ever watched She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, but there's a character in that show called Seahawk who will not stop singing in that episode, and he's like a pirate, and it really reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Why do we have an extended version? Oh, there.
So you're not last.
That's it?
Oh. No.
That's not Doctor the Track?
I can't hear it. I just hear cracking.
Oh, I forgot, Dave. You haven't given your review yet.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
dear. I was going to say, Tom isn't actually last. I am.
You got Nicola?
Nicola on that cover art of the.
That's Nicola, right?
Yeah.
That's Nicola. Yeah, I even have the Goblin song on here and all the other ones.
Yeah. But no, for me, I for my review, I kind of agree with all of you. For one thing, I tend to. That's the downside to going last. Is sometimes everything's been said, and I give it a 7. Just not to bury the lead here, and for largely the same reasons that Tom gave it a 9 and Sean gave it a 5.5. It's if this were made anytime from like the 13th Doctor on, the internet would lose their mind, call it derivative and unoriginal. It's a fairly generic story. It's a good story. It works well. There's nothing bad about it.
It moves.
It is hard to watch it and just put it in a box away from the rest of the Doctor Who, canon. But him being stuck on a spaceship running and just mostly running is almost a trope at this point. It's so common, especially in this era, and it really set a pacing precedent for Doctor Who. And I've said it before, there's so much of Doctor Who, modern Doctor Who, in this era that is just run, and that's it. That's the plot. Run everywhere. Run as fast as you can. Get away, but you're stuck in a tin can. So where can you run to? But it's good. It's still good. I did find I didn't see Johnny. I didn't see Psycho. I saw Daft Punk with the villain.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's all I see when I see that helmet. That is so Daft Punk. It's not even funny, especially and when I think Daft Punk, I can't help but sidetrack here. There's a video of them arguing on stage at a concert. And it's almost entirely in French, but it's like, they're given the stronger, faster lyrics, but it's like burger, nuggets, burgers. What are you doing? What? I didn't eat. It's a great bit. Look it up on YouTube. Daft Punk arguing on stage. It is.
Well, they did make a good Tron album.
So worth it. But yeah, no, the whole episode is well done. The only thing I don't like about the episode, and it's not the fault of the episode, is Ruth's mom. I cannot stand that woman. Or Martha's mom, sorry. I cannot stand that woman. She drives me batty every time I see her. And I don't know if it's the character, if it's the dumb luck of it. Definitely the eyebrows. But that's just to be very on the surface level. But she just comes across as so grating to me. And I can't stand her. And the fact that I appreciate the fact that she is trying to look out for Martha. That she's trying to save her from herself, that she's trying to be a good mother, but at the same time, she's really not. Mm-hmm. She's doing it in such a terrible way. You know, all she can do is just come back into this, and it all evens out when we get to when the Harold Saxon subplot in a few episodes comes to fruition, and we'll get there in a month or two. I don't know how long it'll take us to get there. Mm-hmm. I hope that there's a couple of episodes there, so I hope we do them in short order. I want to do them in a nice tight, over 3 weeks or whatever it is, not over 3 months, because it is a great storyline, a great subplot. I tend to watch episodes now based on what we're doing on this show, or what I'm doing on Earth Station Who, if I'm visiting them, or for a reason. When I'm reviewing a book, but I had to go through, and I ended up just continuing on, and I don't remember why. Possibly because they're just good episodes, but I ended up watching that whole Harold Saxon storyline when I didn't need to. I just wanted to, because it is a great storyline. That's looking ahead. But the build up to it, you couldn't do that now. People would be, oh, this is terrible writing. It's awful. It's the worst thing ever. It's not. It's what you want. It's what you've been asking for.
It was a Martha episode.
It was a Martha episode, and it's a, like I said, it's a fairly generic episode. That's kind of my thing. It's not bad by any stretch. It's on its surface very good, but because the same thing has been done in Satan's Pit in multiple episodes, whatever. It's been done before. It's been done. It'll be get done again, and it's kind of hard to view this in a way that is not connected to all of those future productions as well. So that's why it's 7 is still a very good rating.
Yeah.
I'm not, it's not a bad episode. Is this an episode that I would say, oh, you have to watch this episode? Probably not, unless there was a reason for this particular episode. Hey, check out this cell phone. Could be a legitimate reason to check out this episode. Hey, check out Daft Punk's villain. Sure.
Bringing people back to the past.
Yeah, there's tons of reasons to watch this episode, but it's just not,
Think of this as the rotary phone. This is the rotary episodes.
Yeah, I do love them attempting to be so on the cutting edge with the cell phones, with can you check the internet for me?
It was
because
just
you can't do that from the phone.
No,
right.
They're cutting edge at the time, but it gets a little bit dated. But all of Doctor Who is dated.
Yeah.
This is something I've said before. I will say it again. Doctor Who always reflects the contemporary world in which it is produced. And no matter what, whether you're looking at Ncuti's episodes, David Tennant's episodes, any of the classic edition versions, pick a Doctor. They're all contemporary.
Yeah.
To when they were made, to what our real world is to that. we wouldn't have gotten Happiness Patrol if we didn't have Margaret Thatcher.
Mm-hmm.
Just as to throw that out,
Yeah.
We wouldn't have so much of, if we didn't have cell phones coming up, they wouldn't be so prevalent in these episodes. But we did, and we do. And that dates episodes. That's not a bad thing. You just have to accept it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Or am I just rambling?
No,
No,
for sure.
Because you got to remember, some people weren't born at the time these things were airing.
Yeah. What year was this one? This would have been.
I'm looking for it right now.
2007, I think, or 2008.
It was aired
2007,
Friday, August 17th, 2007.
There we go. So we're looking 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Give or take a couple months.
Yeah,
That's
almost 20 something years ago.
What did I just say?
19.
9. Yeah, 19.
Play the lottery numbers.
Adding a 1 to that. 19 years. So yeah, like this episode's old enough to drink in most countries.
Not here, but yeah.
That's like me.
But
I didn't get to see the first 3 Doctors technically, and part of the 4th because I wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
Some people got to see the first couple of Doctors. I didn't. My Doctor that I could really, really remember was the tail end of 4 into 5. Exactly. And then, and everything.
We've been kind of popping in and out of the comment section over the course of the week. I know we have Raj definitely gave it an 8.8 out of 10 TARDISes for the adventure in space, while the 10th Doctor and Martha encountering a crew member being possessed by a star being who wants to burn them. So that's a perfect, that's a good summary of how it goes. Let's see, what else do we have here for comment? We got Daniel Ansi, N91. Welcome in, new here. What movies do you do, and what are your favorites? On this channel, we talk primarily Doctor Who. Hang around, Daniel. In a couple of minutes here, we'll go where you can find all of us panelists. And a lot of us have other shows where we talk about films, specific films, genre films, whatever happens to come about.
Anything and everything.
So yeah, definitely stay tuned for a couple more minutes, and you'll come up with some great new channels to follow.
Add to your list.
Speaking of movies, we should do Doctor Who and the Daleks, and we should do the 1996.
I agree. We really haven't we done those?
No, I don't think Christian has really. No, I don't think Christian really did the movies. We talked. Okay. Oh, you talked about it on the podcast. I remember you guys were talking about it on the podcast when you first started.
Maybe years ago. Yeah, we should maybe relook, because I know I've watched
2, right? There's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them. Yeah. So we should definitely maybe revisit those if we haven't. Daniel.
That's when we see our lovely Bernard.
Yes, exactly.
I know. You can't. We have to include them because it's homage to him too.
Exactly. Daniel says, and Doctor Who is good. I agree. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Please subscribe, Daniel. You'll have all sorts of fun with this channel, I hope. It's not always the 4 of us. We've got a giant cast of panelists that come and go. Let's see what else we got here.
I put the list of the next episodes up until Saxon for you guys, if you want to mention those. If anybody wants to catch up with us.
Yeah, we'll be going into we won't be doing another review next week. Timescales can't rate it, as I barely remember any of these from 2007s. We'll watch them again for sure. That's valid. Like I said, it's 19 years ago.
Yeah. And the way they aired it was weird because the Tennant episodes, for me, like I said, they either were on Sci-Fi or Disney XD, and if you didn't have those channels or you didn't get home in time and everything, you missed them, or because of censoring, they literally did not show certain episodes.
Yeah, and PVR were still not terribly common by this point. They were getting more common, but you couldn't necessarily time shift things the way you could now. You have to record it on VHS.
Those things.
Let's start with where we can find the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and a few of these things coming up. I'll just scroll up here.
Oh yeah, I put them in the chat, the episodes that if they want to catch up, which episodes they want to watch and everything.
Yeah, so the next reviews that we do over the next few months is we're up to season 3. This is episode 7, so episode 8, Human Nature, episode 9, Family of Blood, episode 10, Blink.
11. That one goes to 11.
11, yeah, exactly. That Blink is one of the best episodes.
Mhm.
I think I will be very surprised if anyone gives that lower than
No,
that's
that's
lower than an 8.
that's Infinity. That's Infinity and Beyond.
We're gonna have Utopia and then The Sound of Drums. So
We fight for Blink.
So if you want to catch up on what we're going to be doing timescales, those are the ones to start at. Watch this one just so you remind yourself. But we'll be picking up on episode 8 next week. We will be doing. We should, if things go properly, have an interview with Who North America. We've been working on that. We had to postpone that. I'm not sure where everything is set up with that. That's Christian's department as our showrunner. So it's possible that we will have a review of Human Nature next week, but it's not currently planned. But those are the next few episodes that we've got. Daniel, question: do you believe Rose Tyler, Billy Piper will be the next Doctor? And if she is, I think it'll be an interesting concept if the Bad Wolf episodes will return. From what I can tell, every Doctor in the modern era, when they've been introduced, has been credited as and introducing X as the Doctor. This when Billy came in, it said introducing Billy Piper blank. So I don't believe that she's the new Doctor.
Because there's so many theories around it too.
Exactly. Personally, I think it is a version of Rose who is searching for the Doctor and hijacked the regeneration by accident. Probably by accident.
Or it could be why we get maybe the 3 Doctors in with the moment, maybe.
Yeah. So we don't know reasons that we could have it.
Or the heart of the TARDIS. So it's many things. Also remember, this is RTD2.
Yeah.
He changed Stavros.
I hope it's just Billy Piper. I hope that's her name in the show. That would be my favorite.
Billy Piper as Billy Piper.
Hi, I'm Billy Piper.
That would be amazing. I would love
playing
that.
like what do we like the song, all her songs and everything.
Yeah, right.
Confessions of that other series.
But no, other places you can find the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS coming up. We've got a couple of different events here. And we will be selling barbecue sauce at those events. So you can check out Kitchen Killer's barbecue sauce, one of our wonderful sponsors and good friend.
You just got to make one without the fish in it.
It'll never happen because it's too important of an ingredient. And then we've got, I don't know if we have these in the right order here, but coming up in March, MegaCon Orlando. Officially, we're going to be there with the Dallas, Florida. And in fact, we have a little thing here. I should have been bouncing sooner. Sorry, Tom.
Well, Tom will be down there.
I'm peeking over the edge of the MegaCon banner.
Yeah.
But March
I'll be there.
22nd in Orlando. You'll catch Christian. Melanie Dean will be there. Who knows who else will be there?
And I think
Tom will be there. Gadget Mike is going to try and be there.
I'm trying, guys. That's why I see the GoFundMe go through.
Yes, we'll be celebrating, our 100,000 subscribers there. We've also got Ancient City coming up in September 25th.
That one I hope I can go to too.
Never been
do we have a banner for Space Ghost Comic Con there somewhere?
What you see is what we got.
Well, I did check MegaCon, and there's still only one, if you count it as Torchwood, actor for the Doctor Who genres, but everything else is either going to be anime or reunions of the Goonies and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be the Doctor Who. But also we've go ahead.
Yeah, just don't take it as you don't see any Doctor Who characters as if something is happening in the works. It's just scheduling.
It's hard to get people over from overseas right now.
Right.
We will also be at Space Coast Comic-Con in Melbourne, Florida. Kristen did not re-put the dates.
I'll look at what it's Space Coast.
Space Coast Comic-Con.
June
20th.
20th.
Melbourne, Florida at the Wickham Park Community Center.
Isn't that it?
Oh, there it is. Aha!
You found it?
Yeah,
Found
bizarre.
There it is.
June
Leave it on
20th,
long enough so they can scan that barcode and get their tickets.
Yes, get your tickets there. Just come see us. And there we go. I for some reason, how did I miss that?
It's right between MegaCon Ancient City.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
just
be
totally
seeing
just
women.
jumped right past it. That's okay. Welcome to Dave trying to manage things on his own. Doesn't work.
Hey, I could have done it, but you want to take control. Hey.
No, Tom's doing a great job. Tom's
What
doing
is
a great
this?
job. And then I try and take over and it doesn't work.
Yeah,
So yes,
so
check
all
us
in
out at
order.
those great events.
All in date order.
Raj says there was a Reddit leak yesterday on who the next Doctor will be. I'm not going to believe
No.
it.
No.
There were so many rumors of the last one. None of them were correct. Shooty came out of left field.
Yeah.
It'll be, but whoever it will be, it'll be fun. Whatever's
Thank
happening.
you for the
Well, no,
comment.
they might throw another lady in the works. That's probably why they need the crossover.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you for putting the comment out there. We're not poo-pooing the comment, but it's just I
No,
think we don't
of course.
typically talk about because
Yeah,
so many
no,
of
definitely.
rumors are all the time.
We try not, unless we're going for rumors, we try not to dig too deep and give too much credence to rumors until it's proven.
Closer.
Daniel says I think it'll be fun though, especially if David and Rose get as the Doctors as well. You can imagine the funny scripts. I think that would be comedy gold. Yeah, that is I think what a lot of people are hoping for is that whomever it is that Billy Piper is will meet the 14th Doctor doing whatever it is
Who
he's
knows?
doing.
They might end up in a sleigh.
We might end up with Rose
Santa
and
Claus,
Rose.
You know,
So we'll see.
we'll do that
They will be
Spider-Man
like, "I'm
meme with the
you."
roses.
Hello,
David will be like, "I'm you." Rose like, "Yes." David, I can't wait. It's gonna be great. No, it is. I'm super excited for Christmas. Are we there yet? Can we be done with this year?
Oh, you're gonna make it cold again, Dave. No.
It's already cold.
Well, I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be cold. I don't want it to be
Just
cold again.
Skip the summer.
It's cold outside. There's no kind of atmosphere.
It's
All alone, more or
perfectly
less.
fine outside. It's like t-shirt weather out there right now.
It is. It is.
No. It just got warmer here. It's 30 degrees here. It's got warmer.
It's almost 60 degrees where I am. It's crazy.
I think we had 7 degrees earlier today.
Oh,
but it's dropped a little. It's dropped to 0 now that the sun has gone down. But no, it's t-shirt weather. All right, so let's go through where we can find everybody here. We'll wind things down. Sean, where can we find you?
You can find me, first and foremost, here. Did you know the Traveling TARDIS? But also, sorry, Tom, I kind of stole that from you. You usually say that, I think. You can also find me on my channel, which is Our Philosophy Is, where there is a big, fat nothing happening right now, unfortunately. But I've been recording some things. I've been thinking about... we had those leaks that were mentioned. I thought about talking about those over there, and then I kind of decided not to. But I think I might do some more Doctor Who reviews over there. I'm supposed to be reviewing all the second Doctor episodes, but you know what? I love being here so much, I've been focused on this recently. But if you want to go back and see a lot of my Doctor Who content, it's on the channel Our Philosophy Is. And it's where you can talk about science fiction things and nerdy things in a queer-friendly space. And that's what I do. So if you're interested in that, head on over there. Thank you.
Fabulous. And Gadget, where can we find you?
Well, I have my tickets for Anime NYC, working on the budget to try to get for New York Comic Con, unless I get press pass again. But you guys can also pick up my books at lulu.com and everything, as well as I'll probably be out and about once the New York City thaws from all this snow, as we call it, black snow, because it is now full of dirt, grime, and everything else and stuff. You know. So yeah, and it just keeps getting bigger. When they're thinking we might get a Valentine's Day storm, which is normal around here, so don't be surprised if we have a surprise in Halloween or my birthday, because if you track the timelines and everything, I'm trying to see if I get any new Halloween trick-or-treaters based on this storm and everything, which I like celebrating Halloween, which that's when you guys will catch me. If I still can't find work, I'm trying to get to, like I said, MegaCon and all the other cons while I'm enjoying my 1.5 years of looking for work and everything. How do you guys find it? I don't know. I really don't. Over 40, can't find work, you know?
Yeah. And Tom, where can we find you?
Oops. You can find me.
Well, we can find you on Gadget After Dark too, but you know.
Oh yeah. When we just start doing it, yes, and you can find me on.
Well, that's why I want him, because he's going to mention all of them.
We can't do that when Mark's not here, so.
Oh.
So besides Sunday nights on Spill the Geek Tea and my regular channel, and on here, I think that's it. That's nothing else.
You help with the my show.
Oh yeah, when we get to your show, Gadget Pendragon After Dark, and help on occasion with Gadget Vlogs, as we're working on that. And we just had a 6-hour episode, 6 hours and 19-minute episode of Spill the Geek Tea, which was longer than the Super Bowl, as Kansas Creations pointed out.
Well, everybody was welcome to come.
Yeah, but I as I specifically said, the episode is for Gadget. It's the introduction to reestablish
all my shows,
Gadget vlogs, and the bringing of Gadget Pendragon After Dark. So that was my prime goal. We did it. We just took 6
hours.
What we normally do. She and I talk after the show all the time. So this is what we do. We have fun with it. And that's what I like doing. I like producing all these things for everyone. That's why I do Spill the Geek Tea, my own shows here and there. And I'm going to have to do another review. I didn't do it yet because I drank the whole thing. Well, this one, Dr. Pepper Cherry. I forgot that was out. It's you see, I was quite happy with that one. So I'll do a review on that
Pepper
later.
Medicine?
Essentially, yes. And as Grego of the Time Scale said, Mr. Pibb was a copy of Dr. Pepper. And in some places...
That's real?
Mm-hmm,
I thought it was for the cartoons.
No, Mr. Pibb was real. It was in the 70s. And in some places like here, the contract with Dr. Pepper is with Coca-Cola. You go to Tennessee, it's contracted with Pepsi. So they have their own thing. But with money, it's everywhere. This is the original. Dr. Pepper is the original thing. But Mr. Pibb is something I grew up with. So that's a bit of history going through Timescale's food conspiracy, which he and I did post a couple videos so far. So we're all having fun with that. Just like Dave does.
Yes.
His adventures.
I was looking up where I was going next and realized it's not even in my calendar.
Ooh.
The Central Alberta Nerd Expo coming up February 21st and 22nd.
You leave it?
Expo all day, 21st and 22nd of February here in Red Deer, Alberta. So you can catch up to me live, say hello, and all of that. I'll be
going to?
If you're in the Toronto, Ontario area, I'll be at Quadball Canada's National Championships. February or March 14th and 15th, so you can catch up to me there in Oshawa, Ontario. I won't be wearing this particular quad ball jersey, but you can catch me with flying around on a broomstick. In the meantime, though, you can find me all over the YouTubes. Of course, you can find me on Sundays on Spill the Geek Tea. I stumbled on it and yes, find me on Spill the Geek Tea most Sundays. You can find me on Happiness Patrol. That is the first Thursday of every month. So Daniel, our new friend, here's a channel for you. The premise of the series is we're sick of toxic fandoms. We want to have a good time, talk about things that make us happy. The first season is all about Star Wars. Yay. The second season, we're going to go on a very different journey. And we have not announced what that journey is. But go over to youtube.com/@happinesspatrol show. Give us a subscribe. Even if you're not a Star Wars fan, you can skip the next couple of episodes, and we've got a great second season coming up for you. On every other Monday, you can find me on Horses on Film. I mentioned after the commercials, Mark Muncie is going to be joining us in the coming months, talking about Hell's Heroes. But my cousin Cameron and my friend Scott and I, along with special guests, talk about the 100 best Westerns of all time, basing that on the IndieWire's top 100 list. And from there, we'll massage it. We'll add stuff to the list. We'll take stuff off the list. And in a couple of years, we will have our own top 100 list that we can be proud of. It's a great opportunity. I'm not a big Western person. Scott has seen even less Westerns than I have. So we're going on a journey of a brand new genre of movies for us. Cameron has seen 75 out of the 100 of the top films. It's a great series. I'm having a ton of fun with it. So please check that out. youtube.com/@horsesonfilm. And in between all of that, you can find me on youtube.com/therathole.dotca. That's therathole.ca, where I play various board games. I've been playing Burgle Bros 2, the Casino Capers. I'm a little busy this week, so I don't know that I'll get to stream this week. I'm hoping I'll get to tomorrow. I got a couple more episodes of that Burgle Bros 2 to get through the campaign mode. But you can find, I've always got something going on that channel when I'm available. youtube.com/therathole.dotca. That's therathole.ca, but YouTube does not like URLs in their URLs. Other than that, thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you all. Do we have any more comments here?
Checking right too.
Yeah. Reverend Amagon has already consumed at least 1,680 milligrams of sodium today.
And this is including yesterday's Pringles and today's Pringles.
You know they make mashed potatoes now out of Pringles? It's been going around the web right now.
Yeah. Drink a lot. Roger's been drinking a lot of water today or lately. I have too. I got to drink.
I need another one.
You got to stay hydrated or dehydrate. Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker, Too Toxic here on YouTube.
Don't drink too much. You can drown on just a glass of water.
True.
It's true. It's true. But yes, thank you guys for joining us on here. We'll get rid of them. We don't need my info on here anymore. There we go.
I was going to ask you real quick, Dave. Are you going to Vancouver Fan Expo this weekend?
No, I've got other work this weekend.
Okay, so but that's near your neck of the woods, right?
It's about a 12-hour drive. So
okay.
Depends on your context of neck of the woods. I have not actually made it to Vancouver. I love Vancouver, beautiful city. I've been out there many times for many conventions, but I've never managed to make it for the Vancouver Expo, largely because it's so close to traditionally very close to Pensacon and MegaCon.
Oh, okay.
And I would drive down for those conventions. I'm up in, for those who are new here, I'm in central Alberta. So driving out to Vancouver would put me on the West Coast in Canada to drive straight down. And of course you can't go diagonally across. There is no Route 66 going east to west or northwest to southeast, but I'd go across all the way across and then all the way down to Orlando / Pensacola. That's an extra long drive, and I'm happy to do those drives, but the timing of it is not worked out that I can do all of those. I'd love to do Vancouver Expo. They're great. It's part of the
I'm trying to hint out to them to bring you on there. That's why I'm trying to hint to them.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. I have lots of friends that work. If I want to go, I wouldn't say
some of my friends are going to be there too.
I
yeah,
have an open invitation. I would have no problem going and doing it, working at that event, not without a problem. But unfortunately, no. I also haven't made the Fan Expo Canada or Toronto Comic Expo, which is also up in Toronto, and often right around that same time of year as.
Well, they better ask you. We are at 100K. I mean, they better ask you.
You never know.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation. Ding.
Or the
All right.
wilderness years of Doctor Who.
Yeah, exactly. And on that note,
Mm-hmm.
I think we can wrap things up. Thank you guys all. Let's bring up that. So for those who are new, we always say goodbye to our good friend Simon Fisher Becker, who passed away. No longer recently, but passed away. He was a good friend of the show. You can catch him on our YouTube channel. He's got a whole series of vlogs, and he was, of course, Dorian Moldovar on Doctor Who. So we will end things out saying goodnight, Simon, and Tony, take us out.
Night, Simon.
Night, Simon.